One of my clients, a woman who gave years to her marriage, found herself staring down a crossroads she never expected. Just when she realized she needed to make some changes, a bit too late, I'm afraid, her husband hit her with the one word no spouse wants to hear: divorce. The twist? This wasn't just a sudden decision on his part. Nope. It was a situation that had been building up over time. Silent treatments, avoided conversations, and a lot of unresolved issues swept under the rug. He had been using his mental health as a reason to dodge the difficult conversations. But let's be honest, sometimes a relationship requires you to sit in the discomfort and figure things out together. But instead of facing these issues, he withdrew, leaving her lost and wondering, could I have done something differently? Could I have been a better woman for him? Now, here's the thing. There's no one-size-fits-all formula for a perfect relationship, but today we're going to avoid that social media excuse. I'm here to share 5 universal principles any woman can be a better woman for her man. No frills, no fluff, just real actionable steps you can take to build a stronger bond with your man as a woman. If you're vibing with this, you know what to do already. Like, share, and hit that subscribe button to keep getting content like this. Let's get into it. 1. Assess and reflect. The first step in becoming a better woman for your man is taking a honest look at yourself and the relationship. Self-reflection isn't easy, but it's crucial. Take a step back and ask yourself, what habits have I formed that might not be helpful? Am I listening actively, or am I just waiting for my turn to speak? Often we're so focused on our partner's flaws that we overlook our own. One thing my client realized during our sessions was that she had focused so much on what her husband wasn't doing that she'd ignored the ways she could have shown up better herself. If only she'd taken that step to reflect earlier, who knows, things might have turned out differently. Self-awareness and honest reflection are definitely game changers. Self-accountability is the first step to any form of accountability. 2. Appreciation and admiration. A lot of people don't realize how much men crave genuine appreciation. Society teaches us to give moms flowers, but when it's Father's Day, most guys end up with a pair of boxers or a mug. But just like anyone else, men want to feel valued and admired for what they bring to the table. Now, that doesn't mean you have to shower him with endless praise, but finding ways to show you see and appreciate his efforts can go a long way. A simple thank you or I see the effort you're putting in can make him feel seen and valued. In my client's case, she realized she'd been too caught up in the problems to notice the good things her husband did bring. Don't let that be your story. Try finding those little things that make him feel appreciated. It doesn't take much, but it can make all the difference. 3. Respect in romance. Now, let's talk about respect. Respect, especially in a romantic relationship, doesn't look exactly like the standard mutual respect we have with everyone else. This kind of respect has an extra layer, a sense of admiration that's unique to romance. A lot of women don't realize that for men, respect is as essential as oxygen. This doesn't mean turning a blind eye to his faults or excusing poor behavior. It doesn't necessarily mean kneeling down to serve him food and any of the stupid TikTok traditional men nonsense. It means to first understand his unique perspective to respect, valuing his strengths and supporting him where he feels weak or comes off as weak. Respecting romance means giving him room to be himself, imperfections and all. And let me tell you, this kind of respect is rare and precious. 4. Understanding intimacy and communication around it. Here is one that's often swept under the rug: intimacy. For many men, sex, intimacy, and closeness go hand in hand. Sometimes women assume that intimacy is something that men don't need to discuss or that they're only interested in for the sake of physical connection. But often, it goes much deeper. For many men, intimacy is a way to feel connected, valued, and loved. My client learned, perhaps a bit too late, that her husband had been feeling a disconnect in this area, and instead of addressing it, he chose to shut down emotionally while he was also busy calling himself logical and being delusional. This isn't a one-way street, of course. Both partners need to communicate openly about what intimacy means to them and what they need to feel connected. So don't shy away from those talks. Approach them with openness even if it feels awkward at first. It can make all the difference. 5. Reassure him of your loyalty. Finally, loyalty. In any relationship, loyalty means being there for each other through thick and thin. But here's a key point. Men sometimes need a little reassurance on this front. It's not that they don't trust, it's more that they want to feel grounded in the relationship, knowing that no matter what life throws at you, you're in it together. A lot of people think loyalty is a given, but showing it actively, consistently can mean a lot more than simply saying, I love you. This doesn't mean you overlook red flags or stay in an unhealthy relationship, as some social media weirdos might suggest. It's about showing up with integrity and building that strong foundation. So there you have it, the 5 principles you can step up and be a better woman for your man. And look, it's easy to think, if only I had done this earlier, maybe things will be different. But don't get caught up in regrets or what ifs. Those are all poisons too. Instead, use these insights to shape your actions going forward. And hey, if you like this and this is speaking to you, and you're wondering how to apply this to your own relationship, let's talk. Book a free consultation with me. Link is right there in the description. Most times, the best results come from diving into your unique story rather than just listening to generalized advice like this one. All right, let me know. Do you think these 5 things make a difference, or is there something else more important that we're missing here? Should women focus more on themselves, or is this a mutual responsibility? Are men just scums and there's nothing modern women can do to improve? I'm coming to the comment area to engage your thoughts right now. Thanks for listening.